us. I think Indiana's a really good team. They won their league last year. I think they're really a well-coached team. They really did a lot of good things on offense. I think we were fortunate. We got a couple steals on the press in the first half before they got organized. And then the second half, we really got nothing out of the press. But we speeded up the tempo a little bit. But I thought we did a good job in terms of getting a couple press opportunities in the first half. We got to work on our press. I think that was good for us. I think offensively, it's really at this stage of the year, we've played only really against man-to-man in our zone. We haven't played against a matchup, so we weren't really very effective against it. But at this stage of the year, we're not that concerned about the matchup. We probably won't see a matchup the whole year anyway. So I think we could have done a little better job attacking it. We finally got a couple good attacks in the second half against it, and got in the lane and got some things there. But I think for the first game, this was as good as we would want to get. I think we learned a lot. We can show a lot of this tape and some mistakes we made on defense in the zone and some things that we could do better offensively. We made too many turnovers. We got in the lane and made three or four just really careless passes. We didn't do a good job on inbounds plays. We haven't practiced that. That's something we got to work on a little bit more. But again, this was a great game because they're a really good, well-coached team, and they have all ball handlers out there. We started the game with in a man because we wanted just to get some practice, but it was a bad team to try to man-to-man because they got day one outside and made three threes against our center. So that's just not a good situation for us to play man. It doesn't mean we can't play it, but we can't play it against a team that brings our center out there. We're not good in that situation, but that's completely different than 95% of the teams will play this year. But good experience, good work for us. I think we accomplished more tonight than we have in really almost any exhibition game that we've had, with the exception of against Carleton probably. So it was really a good night for us. All right, questions?
Can you speak to the way Ty's played today, especially offensively?
Yeah, he had a good first half. He was real good. He was the only guy that got it going for us. He's a gamer. He's going to play that way.
How do you think the offense ran with John Gillen?
I think John did a good job in the first half, better than, made a couple things happen. He's got to look for that three. He had that, but he was conservative tonight. That's good. But he did a good job. I think Frank did a good job for the most part, just a couple bad turnovers. Pardon?
And getting to the hoop, is the shooting element, is that something maybe?
Well, that's what he's worked hard on. He really didn't get to the hoop tonight, but the one time he went, he missed it, but he made some shots. He made some shots tonight. That was good.
Jim, what is it about this team that made you ponder playing zone again?
Man-to-man? Well, the reason we haven't the last 2-3 years is we really just didn't have any chance to be able to do that. So it's just something we work on every day, and we could theoretically use it in some situations, but we'll see what happens.
So this is the first time that Pascal has played
Mm-hmm.
over.
Yeah,
What did you see from him?
he's rusty. He fouled down there on a shot he should never foul on. He let him have a shot in the lane that he'll get better at. He's got to get better at being strong, getting the ball and going right back up with it underneath. Those are all things he's got to work on. He's worked really hard to get stronger, but he's still limited a little bit. But I thought overall he was good. He's had some really good days in practice, but he's got a lot of work to do. I think he'll play. He's going to play, but we'll play Tyler Lydon at center. I think Torian is more advanced than most freshman forwards. He's probably our best mid-post player and making plays out of the post. I think he's got a chance to help us in there. He rebounds the ball pretty well also in there.
What do you think of Tyler Lydon?
Yeah, he was good. He's good every game. He missed his threes, but you know, he was close to, you know, having 18 and, you know, 10 rebounds. That's as bad as he'll play probably.
What did you learn from your team tonight?
Well, we didn't get off to a good start for a few reasons, and you know, but I thought we battled back really well. Which, you know, you get down 15 the first game, you know, you get scared of that, but they battled back, and I thought that was a really good thing. We got some good play out of the two freshmen. We got some good play from John at the point. I think it was a real good experience for us. I think we learned a lot tonight.
Do you have your thoughts on Andrew White?
You know, it'll take him a while. It's a new system. You know, he had some good looks tonight that he'll make most of the time. He's got to, you know, he's going to learn how to get over. This was a bad game for us because of the matchup. Matchups are hard to play against anyway. You don't really want to play your first game of the year against a matchup zone. I mean, it's a freak defense. You don't see it all year. And, you know, we're working on our man-to-man stuff. That's all we've worked on. So it just wasn't a good game to show, you know, what we could do, really, on offense.
Yeah, 32 points off the bench. Is it nice to see that depth when you look down the bench?
Well, we think we have guys that can come in and play, and that's always a good thing.
How valuable is it to have an experienced point guard like John that you can just call on the floor when maybe things are breaking down?
Well, John's learning too. It's a whole new situation. Colorado State doesn't play offense; they're a defensive team, so he's got to learn a whole new system. And even though he's a veteran, he hasn't ever played this, so it's really. That's the hard thing when you a fifth-year transfer. Everybody thinks you're a veteran. You're a veteran in some other way to play. So you got to learn how we're playing and how to play that, and that's not that easy. And it takes time to figure it out. I thought under all the circumstances he did. We had 9 assists, took care of the ball. You know, 2 turnovers, and one of them was at the end that was just tried to do too much on. But he can make shots. He didn't really look for it tonight. He did a good job of getting the ball to people. That's good. We got to do a better job of finding our centers, either for the lob that was there or some post plays. But you know, both John and Andrew, you can't make that much of them being veterans. They're really rookies here. So, you know, we do some different things and play differently than other schools, other teams, and some of the stuff they've learned won't even help them. So. It'll take a while. I mean, we got a lot of work to do, and, you know, that's normal. I mean, the only place people are picking us to be a Final Four team is in Syracuse. That's fandom. That's a good thing. We like that. But nobody in the rest of the country is picking us anywhere. So maybe they're all wrong. Well, we can hope that that's true. I hope they're wrong. I hope the people that are thinking these crazy things that live around here are right, but we won't know for a while, for sure.
What improvements do you want to see out of your basketball team over the next 6 days before the point?
Everything. We need to, this time of year, you got to get better at everything you do. Everything. There's no one thing. It's everything. You start the season, you want to get better in everything you do from beginning on, but it's not one thing.
Coach, non-basketball question, your thoughts on the election? You plan on voting next week?
Just let's get the thing over with, will you? Let's please. Wish we'd stop concentrating on things that have no bearing on whether somebody could be president or not. I wish we'd concentrate on things that are relevant and not worry about what somebody said or what somebody's wife's ex, or not ex, but whatever, husband wrote in his email. Do we care? Who cares? I don't care. And most of it I really don't want to see. So, you know, why are we worried about stuff like that? Let's worry about the issues and who we think could be a good president and get something done, in Washington. And hopefully, the American people have enough sense about what they're doing when they go to the polls. It's very scary. All right, we'll see you. I didn't make any statements, though. When you're, like, if you coach, you're not allowed to have an opinion about these things.